Let's bring in our guest to discuss this hour. National Trial Attorney Michael Jaafar is with us. Michael, this is a case where we've got a defendant who has told many stories. Her defense put forward separate theories, but now this jury has the theory of her daughter firing a shot at 7 years old, her former lover firing a shot and killing her husband, and Lori Jaafar says she didn't have anything to do with it. What's the one thing in this trial that you think a juror is going to have a real difficult time getting over if they are trying to believe Lori Jaafar?
This is sensory overload, right? This is sensory overload. So at the beginning of this case, the case was very, very, very clear, and the evidence pointed to Lori Jaafar. As the case went, it got muddied and muddied and muddied. Just so viewers know, just so they look behind it, defense attorneys that a case comes to them right after the incident so they can control what the client says, what the defendant says, and they can control the narrative. But obviously, that's not possible. So in this case, they inherited a case where there were so many theories out there, and the water was so muddied that I don't know what a jury's going to come up with. So the way I think about it is, I think jurors made up their mind when they saw, initially when they saw the testimony of the lieutenant that made the arrest. I think when they saw the way she interacted with Lori Jafar's defense attorney, this is when the prosecution had the case. To me, I went away from that with the thought that there is no way that defense attorney is going to overcome what he inherited, and I don't think he did. I think he did a fantastic job, but I don't think any attorney could. You could put me on an island, Julia, and you can give me 10 years to prepare for this case. I could be the attorney and the paralegal and the investigator on the case. I could come to trial on day one, and I don't think I would be as more prepared than her attorney was. I just feel like it was a mountain of confusion and cloud. If a bunch of robots were on that jury, I think there would be some reasonable doubt for the robot, because the robot would say, well, there's all these other theories, but I don't think there was anything credible. So I think that she's going to get convicted.